So, with me, Rob Gandy, who's the editor of Practical Motorhome. Rob, you've been looking at this scene for, over 10 years now?
That's right, yeah.
What do you make of Wellhouse?
Well, I think the van conversion market is one of the most exciting parts of our industry at the moment. And I think over the last several years, Wellhouse has become a very strong, innovative van converter. I think the products they make are very exciting. They build on base vehicles that other manufacturers aren't building on, and they offer a real alternative to the standard base vehicles such as Volkswagen. So I think what they're doing is very exciting, very innovative.
I mean, the Volkswagen vehicles are so expensive.
They are. I think the Toyotas, I think obviously the new Hyundai i800, I think they are an alternative that people can afford. They are a way in for a lot of younger people to the market. They're a real alternative for people looking to downsize, and I think it's just what the industry needs right now.
Because, I mean, your typical motor caravaner is an old man like me, but it does seem to me that they're not getting the younger, the more sports-orientated people into the business.
Sure, and I think initiatives like the i800 are a way of really attracting a younger market. It's an alternative to owning a car, a great day or great weekend van that really is quite an exciting alternative to having a caravan or a larger coach-built motorhome. So,
do you think the people in the business do well enough on service and backup?
I think Practical Motorhome runs Owner Satisfaction Awards, and I think there are areas they could improve on, such as in pre-delivery inspections, such as warranty issues. But I think as a whole, the industry is going in the right direction. But
they're offering 5 years on this, 5 years and 5 years on the conversion.
That's good news to hear. That's good to hear.
Of course, I mean, if you tell somebody that this vehicle's done, 50, 60,000 miles before they get their hands on it, I mean, there must be an element of suspicion there.
Oh, I'm sure there is, and I'm sure it probably needs a bit more explanation. 50 to 60,000 miles over in Japan, where the climate is different and there's less salt on the roads, what's coming over into the UK, your vehicles are absolutely immaculate, really, and certainly don't look and feel their age.
But if you're going to buy an old Japanese vehicle before conversion, it pays you to have a close look at it.
Oh, you definitely have to have a closer look, yes.
So the fact that Wellhouse are guaranteeing it is quite a bonus.
Yes, that 3-year warranty across everything is quite something to offer. Yeah, great peace of mind.
The market seems to me there's a lot of these smaller vans around suddenly.
There certainly is, and there's certainly a lot of inquiries, a lot of interest coming into our site about really the extension of MPVs, where they can use the vehicle for everyday use and weekends away, and looking to save on costs, really, having one vehicle.
But, I mean, some of the bigger vehicles, they seem to be getting almost impractical. I mean, you couldn't take them down a narrow country lane, you have to go to a campsite to park it,
And that's important if they're touring in the likes of the West Country, where the roads are smaller, and a lot of other places. And also, there is a licensing issue with people who have passed tests since 1997, can't drive over 3.5 tonnes, and therefore that's another new market looking for that.
So the smaller vans, you've seen an increase in demand for them?
Definitely in the last probably 5 years or so, more of the smaller vans like the Mazda Bongos, those style of things, more are appearing on the roads and more...
And there doesn't seem to be the prejudice about driving what is in effect a second-hand Japanese vehicle. People don't seem to be so worried about it.
I don't think so. I think it's value for money is what it's all about, really, and ease of use and ease of driving.
And when you look at, for instance, some of the Volkswagens, they're getting up into the £50,000 mark. It does seem an awful lot of money for not a very big vehicle.
Which is a lot of money, and it's there is a market for them, but not that big.